Welcome back to our Oracle Study Group with Trish Simone Wild, and we are working with Beyond Lemuria deck. Our card for the full core moon and eclipse portal of September 2025 is number 52, Violet Flame.
Lovely card for the eclipse portal. I mean, it looks like it even has an eclipse portal in it. We've got the transition down here between earth to sky. We've got crystals in here. I mean, the art on here that Izzy Ivy has done is just gorgeous to me. I was first introduced to the violet flame concept and the power of the violet flame for creative protection when I learned about one of the members of my guide team, an Ascended Master, Saint Germain. It's really hilarious to me that Saint Germain's on my guide team. Long before I knew about him as Ascended Master, I knew about him from vampire stories. He's a really interesting his character and history. Like, apparently he's reappeared throughout time in a bunch of places, and that's kind of led to the theory of it being a vampire in New Orleans, him being a vampire in New Orleans, and I think New York as well, but I definitely know he was supposed to. There's a guy who appeared in New Orleans and at a particular time period who was thought to be a vampire. I read it in a book. So, Violet Flame. Let's see what the book has to say on it. And since we're learning this deck together, it's new to me. I'm loving it. So we've got, apologize, I'm traveling. I'm in Pennsylvania with family right now, so I don't have all my equipment, so I'm working real handheld right now. Anyway, the Violet Flame, your psychic toolkit, recentering your practices, deepening your energetic awareness, clearing your aura, healthy energetic boundaries, protection, removing trauma from your field. That is a great one. When I learned about Saint Germain and his connection to the Violet Flame, it was being explained to me that I could ask to borrow Saint Germain's blue violet flames to clear the energy fields on the spirit realm between myself and some other connections, people I couldn't work with in the physical world for one reason or another. I wanted to work with them on a spiritual level and kind of start over and clear the playing field, so to speak. And it was recommended to me to ask to borrow Saint Germain's fire to do that. So it really is about protection and protecting your spiritual realm, creating boundaries. I also use imagery of the violet flame to create wards around properties and also around people who are in my protection field. So it is a really amazing part of your magical toolkit to have and to learn more about. I'll go ahead and read from the book here. The rest of it is maintaining a high vibration and then rebalancing after times of raised frequency. So when you've got your frequency really, really high and you're really loose on your tether and you need to ground a little bit, the flame is a really great way to do that. I really get some of that imagery from here, this concept of being able to maintain a high vibration while also being able to stay tethered and balanced and anchored to your body, which is something we definitely need when we're navigating this new earth. We still got bodies, we need to use them and know how to bring magic into them. Another thing is, the blue violet flame is what burns hottest. So I always think that's fun to think about. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusionary constructs, and become self-realized, empowered beings, life may present us with more opportunities to grow than before. When we explore our innate healing ability, we may experience our expanding consciousness as deeply blissful and illuminating. Our glimpses of higher awareness can be followed by periods of intensity as we return to normal. These uncomfortable experiences are shadow elements, unaligned with the higher vibration, dropping away so we can maintain our new frequency. Yeah, I've got that before when I'm feeling like, you ever wake up jumping with your whole body jumping like you just dropped hard back into your body? Like that's what makes me think of immediately. I've definitely had some of those experiences. Not as often anymore. I noticed them more when I was unbalanced, bouncing really high from one out of body experiences or OBEs, a lot of out of body experiences in the spiritual realm, and then dropping really, really hard back into my body to the point where I felt uncomfortable in my own body for a number of years. So, really being able to find balance. This is also perfect because we're coming up on Mabon, and it's all about the autumn equinox and the balance of light and dark. And it's also part of the harvest season, making sure we have enough to share with our community to, survive the winter in traditional times. Very poetic to have pulled this card for this full moon. Going back, your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with frantic activity. You may feel disoriented, have emotional ups and downs, and this is all about when you're not able to balance your frequency, going from high frequency to low frequency or places with frantic activity. Daily practices are for recentering, meditating on the violet flame, imagining your energy protected by the violet flame. These are all daily practices for recentering examples that will allow you to drop into yourself easier and present, still away from your busy mind and distractions. Your monkey mind's not going up in the back of your brain, so you're able to be tuned in and present in your body and still aware of yourself as a spiritual cosmic being. There are many, many ways to meditate. So experiment and find something that works for you. There's no way to do it wrong. Yoga, qigong, painting, or walking are all just few examples. I've never been able to just sit and meditate. I'm definitely somebody who, like, dancing is a big part of my meditation. Definitely creating. Being able to just sit there and go om. That's never been something I'm good at. So going on, we can learn to protect and maintain the energy we cultivate in ourselves, not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. That's huge, especially for my other fellow empaths out there and intuitives. That's good. I did a short heelish shit discussion video a little while back about that, and I will post a link to that as well. Not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. Important to be able to distinguish. As we expand our consciousness, our empathy may increase. Maintaining energetic sovereignty will allow for heartfelt exchanges with healthy boundaries. Oh, I've been having to learn that definitely recently, being back home with my family while my mom's going through cancer treatment, having us all back in the same house. And, making sure we're having all of us here are still having healthy boundaries with our heartfelt exchanges, for sure. Just as we keep our body fit and healthy, it is good to ensure our energy field is free from anything that no longer serves us. We all experience some level of trauma as we go through life. The effects of this can stay on our aura, and if unaddressed, may influence our physical or emotional well-being. The violet flame, picturing the violet flame as a cleansing fire that you can step through without harm, and it just burns away everything is not yours. That's a great visualization for this to have in your toolkit. There are many ways to clear your energy field, such as visualizing the violet flame. But you can also see an energetic healer or learn different clearing methods that you can do for yourself. Scents and sprays are one of my favorites. I put a prompt for that in the full corn moon rituals for this month as well. Learning clearing methods you can do yourself can be so helpful when you feel dense, heavy, triggered, sluggish, or down. Sometimes you just feel that in the energy in the room too. We think it's another entity there, and it's just like a heavy leftover energy that we need to know how to clear out. Being able to kickstart a positive vibration so you can retain perspective can be the key to flowing through situations that seem overwhelming or unsurmountable. Work with the violet flame to transmute anything that is not for your highest good into love. Constantly trying to transmute grief, fear, anger. Transmuting it into love is actually a big part of my mission here. And I'm sure many of yours that are listening to this. The flame is so simple to visualize and powerful tool that can be used by anyone. So here's the divinatory meaning. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? An exercise routine for psychic fitness. My friend calls this psychic hygiene or spiritual hygiene. I think it's a good name for it, but I do like the term spiritual fitness too. I know a couple of people out there of the masculine types that might like that word better. I'm going to throw that out there. Psychic fitness or spiritual fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintaining clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through illusions that may be blocking or disorienting you. Bringing the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance after heightened energy levels. All right, so number 52, the violet flame for this month's Beyond Lemuria Oracle Card Study. I'm Trish Simone Wild. Thanks for joining me.
My name is Trish Simone Wild. I'm a channeler, a medium, a mystic, a witch, artist, writer, educator, seminary dropout, queer, polyamorous, veteran, autoimmune and mental health warrior. And I have a community called the MONE SEEDS. As a special offer, join before September 22nd and you'll get upgraded for free premium content until March 20th of 2026 with a 22% lifetime discount. All of this is in celebration of the launch of the Simone Frequency Podcast, a channeled podcast for navigating the new earth. I offer one-on-one oracle readings, gently used magic, coaching, education, and more on my website, sassybonesep.com. Connect with me and join my high-vibing Simone Seeds community, and let's see where we grow.